Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
They juked him. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the first season.
And right away, he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Love looking to throw it.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
But it brings up
the punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Powerful running. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
it leads to 2nd and 10.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for the touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 71 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. A strong running. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Henry. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal.
Here's a run now with Kittle.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. George Kittle taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The next possession ready to get going. An exciting game for those here in attendance to see all these great players on the field. But it's also a chance to celebrate our namesake, the coach, John Madden. As some of our younger fans may not know his full story, before the video game that now bears his name, he was the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. Had some big moments on this field, and he, of course, was on the sidelines down in Pasadena, Super Bowl 11, when the Silver and Black won their first Super Bowl title, a 32-14 victory over the Minnesota Vikings. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll try and do this himself. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll go up the gut to Tomlinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 21, here's the second down and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
That's good for a first down.
Again to LaDainian up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Superstars touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there. And oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are through one. So happy to have you along. It's football. It's Oakland. And it's only on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 at the 24.
Now Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Third down and 6. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Gets around him. The NFL superstars now ready for their next possession. Everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. 43 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter.
And he is in. Touchdown, Superstars.
Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Black.
To throw now. Here's Love.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
They go bootleg. Love. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
33.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Andre Sisco.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
A give up the middle to Tomlinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Superstars touchdown.
LaDainian Tomlinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score. Our home team.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Ready, go.
Love now. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Brandon, thanks so much. A very entertaining first half indeed as we take a look at some of the highlights. This has been a fun game to watch back here in the studio, and you have to imagine the fans in Oakland are thrilled to have football once again and to have so many great players on the field at the same time. Want to remind you, stick around after the game for the presentation of the turducken to the winning side. Who's that going to be? Let's go find out. Third quarter just about ready to get underway. Take it away from the Coliseum, Brandon Godden.
All right, Scott, thank you. The team's back out onto the fabled turf here in Oakland as we get set to begin quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott set
So it's the NFL superstars with the lead, and they will get the football first as the second half is back underway.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, superstars.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing. Love.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brought down by Nick Bolton. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Love. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get there. There he goes, right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
There's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Love completes it to the fullback hand. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
New York.
Down. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Again, it's Love. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Christian Watson, 43 yards. And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The NFL superstar is going to head back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 73 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Are you talking about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together? This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Looking to throw.
Love. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Give to the fullback on the dive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Henry. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is caught. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been. And in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready.
Back to throw. Henry. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. 2 minutes to play here in Oakland. Make way for the post-game turducken. Time to set the table. We'll do it after this.
Here we go.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Well, tone for his city, you know, he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Man, 220 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out come the Giants. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And fighting down inside the 25. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Yellow.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Comes out. Love lost it. On one of the linebackers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Our home team 82, visitors 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this one. No, okay.
So it's a win here at the Coliseum for the NFL Superstars. And after a great night of football, time